Stop being rude. Damn.
I'm too short. Nice.
I'd punch them, but I can't.
Why?
He punched something too recently, is my guess.
It ran
Ow.
into me. It ran into me and died.
That has been known to happen.
Don't run into me.
I'm so sorry about this.
Oh, that was risky. What if he panicked and punched you? That'd have been tragic. Been so sad to watch.
Mm-hmm.
She just runs into you and explodes.
Yeah, don't do that.
I have faith that she would survive.
Hello?
Hello?
Wrong button. Wrong button. Wrong button. Wrong button. I meant to put it away. I forgot about the latest codex. Wrong button.
Why didn't it do anything to me?
Same.
Your armor was showing and you had weird bubbles. So did you, but I just was chilling. I am so strong.
What the hell?
You're arguably the strongest in the whole world.
Not arguably. After that, I've been burned.
Harvey Eugene like some like
Don't expose me.
mythos.
I just work here.
Oh, so, yeah, okay. Good to know.
Alright, we have a meeting that we have to rush
Yes,
off
we
to.
do.
You two play nice. Be good.
I'm
Yeah,
going
bye,
back home.
fun.
Bye!
Bye.
This person hit me.
Don't tattletale. Where are we having this one? The tower?
I don't know if we're doing the tower or the other spot.
The other spot requires us giving the waystone to everybody again.
Oh, that's true.
Do like the dining room, I guess.
Yeah, we could. That's where we usually have them.
Is it?
Well, that before we had the ball, yeah.
The hell? Oh, did I tell you that my TNT farm was recently, or my gunpowder farm was recently cleared out?
No.
Yeah, I noticed that I was missing a bunch of gunpowder, or at least I thought I was missing what should have been gunpowder. There was less in there than I thought there should be.
Yeah.
And then it was the same day that Arlo's office blew up.
Interesting. Do you know who all knows about the
The only people I showed it to was Balefire and Arlo because they had elytras.
Interesting.
Yeah. I don't know if it's connected or not, but that would be a way to make a lot of TNT. But no, that's a light.
No, it's the outline. Is what I was getting at. I see the
I
funny
can't see.
man's outline.
What funny man?
Bill.
Nerd.
Is
He up in his office.
No, he's in the hall now.
Gross. Booty. Booty.
My door opening is as fast as my car.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Spoil sport.
He broke his own door. He opened it so fast.
Sure, yeah. I definitely didn't see the axe hand.
I always carry it. Oh my god, this is revolutionary.
Oh. I completely agree.
This is where the meeting is. If you can't get in here, you're not invited.
Well?
You can get in here. I see the wings on your back.
I did it!
Yeah.
I've done it!
Well, the reason I've gathered you all here today is to have a meeting.
Walk in and be like, what the hell?
They're gonna think we're all down. They're gonna be like, Goblin attack!
Yeah, this is where we all passed, guys.
Yeah. At least we went out together.
If we go down, then we go down together.
Somebody came through the kitchen.
I want to say it's Naomi.
Probably. It's the ghost doors!
The ghost doors!
Oh no. I think I've seen things.
Ah!
I know.
It's a
Oh.
ghost door. Oh, spooky.
no. Hopefully it's not behind you.
Guys, she'll never find us. Oh, Nora, you exposed our hideout.
Sorry.
I saw something, but I guess not anymore.
No.
Could have swore the high vessel was in here.
It's a
Yeah.
ghost
Could have
door.
thunk.
Oh.
Hello.
Meow.
Oh, hello.
Hi. Peekaboo and stuff.
Oh. Actually, it might be better for everyone to meet out by the notification board first.
Lord, you're gonna make us walk on this journey?
Sorry. Oof.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you at least tell them to come down here? Or did you just jump off and not say a word?
Well, I said meet by the notification board.
So
I don't know.
I'm here.
those doesn't say those two aren't coming.
There was 2 of them.
Holly and Naomi were up there.
That's my bad.
I told them.
You're the best.
Wearing my sunglasses. Yeah, I can't see it.
Okay.
I forgot I had my goggles on.
The main part of why we're down here is just so that you guys can observe that there is, in fact, laws that are new.
I saw.
Yeah.
Is Ophelia coming to this?
Yeah,
I
she should.
just missed it.
Oh yeah.
May I get a copy of this later, or?
Yeah. I have a copy prepared to go to each kingdom. There is a copy here, a copy on the board, and then anyone who requests a copy, I can get a copy for you as well.
Copy,
Yep.
copy.
We can make a bunch of copies.
I have so many books. Let me know.
Got you.
I have like 2 stacks just sitting on the desk.
I love
Wow.
that.
Wow.
I think I broke a bunch of bookshelves in a village.
That checks out. That will do it.
Or I just went on a tangent and made like a lot of books.
Are you one of those people that hyperfixates on a task and then just does it to death?
I moved almost all of my stuff from Razortron into my tower. So
That was a lot of stuff.
But
All those
lots of
chests?
sand and glass,
Man.
which I'll keep there anyway because it's more efficient.
Good for you.
Maybe
Man.
I'll build a factory there.
Just a sand glass dispensary.
Yeah, for real, an auto smelter.
I'm surprised you didn't have one out there yet, honestly.
I'm not good with that type of stuff. I'm not
I'm
good
not
with
either.
machinations.
I'm not a mechanical person.
Yeah, I'm down for like the hard labor.
Yeah, the beach kind of proved that.
I don't know what you mean.
I don't know what I mean. I'm sure that shovel has been used many times.
It's full health. What do you mean?
Probably has mending on it.
You're talking about tools. Hey, Naomi.
Oh no. Yeah.
I need my tools, Mindy.
Shriekings.
Oh, feely.
Are you okay? Oh,
Hello?
are you good?
Oh, did you just make a whole bunch of copies?
We can't hear you. Hold on.
No.
I do not hear you.
Death
Take
has
care of
grabbed
the microphone.
Ophelia by the throat and will not let her talk. Ophelia's in a group.
Alright, okay.
She was in a group
Oh.
by herself.
Oh.
I don't think she realized that.
I don't think she did either. Trying to scare her. Damn. Thought I could time it better. Tiptoe through the window. Thanks for all the copies.
I swear there was another book that I was supposed to have. It was this one. Okay. Okay.
She's been taken forever.
Oh no.
Hope she doesn't come back blue.
Why would she come back blue?
I don't know. Why did Arlo come back blue?
Because he has a Shriekling.
Why did he move me? What's the point of that?
Just so you're under the shade and phantoms don't spawn.
They will.
Yeah, I tried to get Nora to stand under things too, but it doesn't usually work.
Sorry.
Now there will be no. Now there will be no phantoms.
We stand in the exact spot.
Tiptoe. Hello.
Hello.
I love to see the kitchen getting so much use.
I'm thinking we should potentially put a sign up in the kitchen that says, like, enter carefully.
If you put it up in the kitchen,
Or on the door.
it's already too late. Proceed with caution, kind of
Yeah.
sign. That's fair. Put up a sign that says if you see emerald blocks, look under them first. Oh, no. Yay, you're back and not in a group.
Yay.
Ah!
Hey, I did.
How is your private conversation with yourself going?
Awful. Thank you.
Yeah.
I have 2 books now.
Yes, one is the laws and one should be a Goblin Apprehension Act.
Okay. Are we talking here?
We can go into the dining room, I think.
You don't want to go into like the meeting room?
We recently had to break and replace the waystone. So I mean we
It'll
can,
be a
but
bunch
it would
of back
be
and forth.
yeah, it would be a lot of picking people up, which I'm willing to do. I just didn't know how much people wanted to do that right now.
Yeah, you're so right. Gotta
You are
position
sitting
myself.
for me. Huh? You are permanently sitting for me. I don't know if that's just my eyes.
Oh,
Forever
it does that.
breastfeeding.
It does that when we crouch sometimes.
I will make a
Oh.
thingy.
Okay.
It will be 1, 2, 3.
Buddy.
Okay. Welcome in, everybody. As you can see, one of the main talking points is I did finally finish our new overworld laws. I have had them finished for quite some time. I was mainly waiting on Bale here to decide that it was an appropriate time to let the other courts know that he was in fact our advisor. However, his contract going missing leads me to believe that we should get ahead of it, because he's not going to have much of a choice in the information being spread if that gets leaked. So, our laws do have that information, along with a couple of other things such as torch flower regulations, village regulations, and a chain of command, and where positions stand within the court. And then the secondary book that you all were given is our new Goblin Apprehension Act, which does look aggressive in the way that it states that anyone under the suspicion of being believed to be a goblin will be apprehended and confined until proven innocent. They will be guilty until proven innocent, pretty much. With the recent activity going on with goblins, or suspected goblins, I'm assuming that's kind of the explosions and things like that, I don't want to risk any more harm or potential death. There's also stipulations within that act for the safekeeping of not pointing fingers willy-nilly, so no concerns there. I also am aware that I believe Naomi has now been informed that goblins can in fact look like anyone around you. Any suspicion, anything come to a member of this court, or me directly if I'm available, we will act as swiftly as we can. With that being said, the recent local attacks we believe to be potential goblin outbreak is the kitchen trap, where it was looked to be a money fairy drop, but did have lingering potions of harming. Arlo's office was completely blown up. There is a hole behind the castle that is about a chunk big and decently deep, lined with the entire bottom with dripstone. And just to kind of rebrief, the fungal island where there was a village exploded, almost taking Ollie and Christark and I with it, and the picnic button. Does anybody have any questions on these attacks?
What happened to Arlo?
He had gone to retire, and minutes afterwards, Naomi messaged me to let me know that as she had gone up to the offices, she noticed that there was a massive hole in Arlo's wall and floor.
But his office was in the ballroom.
The office has since been repaired, and I do think that he was able to retire peacefully as the explosion did not reach the upper portion of his office where his bedroom is at. But it was some pretty significant damage. Is there anyone here that hasn't seen it that would like to?
I haven't seen it, but I don't think I need to.
Okay. It's been mostly repaired. Naomi did a wonderful job in making sure that it was safe for when Arlo wakes up. I would not be surprised if when he wakes up, he potentially sustained damage. I don't know. I don't know the timing of when he retired versus when the explosion happened. We also have attacks across the realms. Vincent has recently been attacked by a trap of sorts, and Enya was also attacked with a trap of sorts. So this is happening realm-wide. I guess worldwide, not just us.
You said it was Anya and Vince both trapped?
Yes.
Very interesting. Yeah.
To follow up, it segues into our next section. Helia was also trapped, but she is now missing. And Rexaris believes that this trap looked to be somebody familiar with her. It was obvious enough that it would have had to have been somebody she knew, according to his statements. Other missing persons are Empress Helen and Zach. There has been search parties for Helia and Zach. I am not sure the progress on the Empress's status thus far, or if it is all related to the attacks or not. There is ongoing investigations happening in both the Nether and the End currently. Okay. In relation to some of the more recent attacks, there have been money fairy drops with the attachment of Ollie's contract, and that has since been missing from the vault. The original is gone. Ollie retains the copies, I believe.
Yeah, there's 5 of them.
And Bale's contract, his advisory contract, is missing from the vault. The original copy is gone.
And it went missing yesterday?
I believe
Sometime
so.
between the night before last and yesterday.
When did you replace that with?
Yesterday.
Okay.
Yesterday afternoonish.
Mm-hmm. We do have some suspicions that are coincidental, lining up with a lot of the explosions here in the overworld. Bale is currently working on an ongoing investigation, but there is a citizen in mind for a lot of these things. Once Bale has conducted more of an investigation, I don't mind relaying that information, but I don't want to relay it just yet in case it either puts those of you that don't know in the line of fire or gets around and helps this person elude. However, like I said, with goblins being able to shapeshift, we need to be wary of everyone we are speaking with and be vigilant. Once the results of this investigation come forward and we've wrapped it up, I will make sure to release that information to those in this room first, and then it will be released more publicly to all of the realms, should it come up with something nefarious. Does anyone want to speak on experience that they may have heard or experienced themselves of goblin attacks? I know with some of these we've heard of memory loss, violence, blood being drained, things like that.
I have information, but it would name people that would counter the point that you just made, so I can speak with Bale about it.
Work. That'd work.
That's something that I want you guys also to be vigilant of. These attacks are violent in nature. They're very well known for kidnapping, hyperfixating on previous targets, I suppose. Helia, this is not her first attack. The footprint of some of the attacks here in the overworld are all very similar to one another, and they all seemingly only have one target, mainly me, and sometimes the inclusion of other royalty. So if you find yourself in a position where you feel like you are being targeted, let somebody know as quickly as possible. With that being said, more lighter topics include the placement of beacons. We've had a couple in our possession. I know that there's a few out at Nightshade. Ollie just installed a second one here around the castle so that it reaches a little bit further.
I have more that we can.
Okay.
Around the castle as well. I have 9.
Okay. Is there any other hotspots for protective purposes that you guys can think of that would benefit from having beacon placement?
The Waystone.
Yeah, I was gonna say, does the one up here reach the Waystone?
I don't think so.
Okay.
We could
We
put
can do
one.
Just miss. We could put one with the clock tower area. That should reach.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that would also cover the kitchen, blacksmith, and post.
I know each of you, Kali and Naomi, have villages. Would you be interested in potentially having a beacon out there for your own protection?
I wouldn't mind it.
Okay.
I will gladly take one.
Okay. We can do that.
I can hand them out.
Thank
Okay.
you.
If anybody needs help with installation, I'm sure Ollie is available to do so with resources from the blacksmith.
Yeah.
Now that I've ran through my bullet points, I want to make sure that we take space for anybody else that wishes to speak or report on anything. Do any of you have anything that you would like to convey to the court?
I have things I need to discuss with you personally, but not in the court.
Okay.
I spoke to Rexaris today regarding Money Fairy stuff, which I will relay to Bale. But in that regard, the emeralds that have been outside my house since Vincent's surgery, so the 14th of June, they're gone, and I didn't take them.
Okay.
So
They're gone? I was around Nightshade yesterday and there were emeralds there.
I woke up today and they're not there.
Interesting.
It's very convenient, though, that I have been trying to get in touch with Rexaris to give him this information about those emeralds specifically being there and the timing of when they arrived at my home to help or to give information regarding it. And it was very interesting that they were gone the day he was available to show up and potentially take a look at them. So,
Okay.
Hmm.
So the way that I would want to act on this, first of all, is investigation, finding the culprit or any information regarding anybody that has been around. I would like to handle it in the way of, first of all, thievery, because those emeralds are rightfully yours, but also tampering with evidence. The Money Fairy is an ongoing investigation, and the missing proof, I guess, so to say, is something that could sway that investigation. It makes Vincent look more guilty, as there's not a proof of a Money Fairy drop happening while he was in his coma or what have you. I think that calls for investigation.
there didn't seem to be any sort of trace. And in regards to footpathing, there's a lot of people that, you know,
Pass through.
I have an open door policy, so there could be a lot of people that come through.
Okay. It is very possible.
And I'm not worried about thievery, because technically those emeralds weren't mine. They were put there after, and even so, I don't know how much Money Fairy stuff that I have received in the past, but if I can figure it out, I'd rather give them back, because it feels wrong.
That's understandable. I don't indefinitely promise that we're going to upturn any answers, but we will keep our ears and eyes out for anybody lingering in that area. And should there ever be a secondary person trying to frame Vincent found, I will do my best to include this information so that it is understood that this is somebody actively trying to sabotage the investigation in Vincent at large. I did have a meeting with Rexaris and Larinthia in regards to the drops found around the overworld, and I did let them know that, in my opinion, it does look as though these Money Fairy drops are very different from the ones right after the war ended. They're more nefarious, they have a different footprint, and in my opinion, it does not look like something Vincent would do. Vincent is capable of redstone. He was hired by Radiant Craft to make machines that operate from redstone specifically. I don't think that, unless he was really trying to push off suspicion from himself, that he would plant a redstone trap that didn't work ultimately. And I'm telling you guys this because I also think that there needs to be some investigation happening with these drops, and I don't want to spend time investigating Vincent as the information from the Nether goes around that that's who they're investigating for Money Fairy business, and end up wasting time, because I just simply don't think that it's the same. I think he maybe started it. I think there has been somebody that has also taken on the moniker, potentially more than one person. So
The other thing is, if Jura made copies, why would she, unless a goblin, want to put Vincent in the hot seat by sharing these contracts post her exile?
another thing that does not necessarily line up with it having been Jura that displayed the copies is the copies are directly missing from a vault that nobody had the waystone to. It would have had to have been broken into. And I don't necessarily think, without it being surface investigative knowledge, like she walked into the castle, she walked into my bedroom, I don't think that there is the forethought to put in the manpower to dig through the ground or to try to find secret rooms necessarily. So I think that speaks to it having been potentially somebody with intimate knowledge of our kingdom specifically.
Does that... You said that there was a giant pit with dripstone?
Yes.
Is that nearby?
Ollie.
That
It's that
is
direction. It's that way.
1,500 blocks that way.
Oh, so it's not close. Okay.
Was it covered up?
Nope.
It's just a big wide open hole.
Probably do something about
I don't know if it's an unfinished trap or
that.
what the intentions of it are. But it's exactly one chunk, and it goes all the way down to like deep slate.
If it
And
wasn't
then
for the dripstone, I'd say it's something I would do, because I would dig out an entire. I
just dig a
have
big
done,
hole. Yeah,
I was
but
gonna ask you to check, thank you.
but
Really confused for a second.
it has the entire bottom,
Ugh.
except for the outer ring of it, is dripstone.
Mm.
No. It looks like it was done to catch somebody falling in. Like, it looks unfinished, first of all. It looks like the floor is supposed to drop out from underneath it, and the fall and the dripstone are supposed to down somebody. But with it being a large open hole, you would really have to not be paying attention for it to be damaging.
Well, not necessarily. If you do it right, there are ways
Yeah,
to
you
make
could,
blocks that are affected by gravity float via string or signs, and you make a block that updates them all so that they all break, then the sand falls, and
yeah,
it's
with
a
like a
whole big thing.
piston and some signs, you could make the whole floor drop out.
And I absolutely think that is what this was supposed to be. But with it just being a big open hole right now, it looks unfinished.
Yeah,
And
that's my thought.
There's was really no effort to conceal it. You can just wander right up on it and find it.
Mm.
That was kind of why I wanted Paige to look underneath it when she was down in it, was to see if there was like a rail system or something under it, because you can dig a hole like that and then place like a block out in the middle of it with a turtle egg on it and lure zombies in if you wanted like a rotten flesh farm or something.
There's way better ways.
There is, yeah. Like it just is. It's kind of an unnecessary hole and would be a really inefficient farm style if that's what they were trying to do. I
I
don't know.
would be willing to take those that would like to see it out to see it. I don't want to leave it open for very long because I don't want to be responsible for any damage taken because of it. However, there was a minor plan put in place to keep it there as it stands and see if anybody begins to lead out there. My biggest concern with
someone working on it,
or trying to
that,
lure, or my biggest concern with stuff like that, though, is that I am afraid of anybody taking unneeded damage. I don't want somebody to run up on it unaware or what have you that it wasn't necessarily intended for, and the overworld be held liable. So I was going to put it to a court-wide vote on whether we cover the hole completely or let it stand to see if we could potentially figure out who is using it, what the intent was.
I'd say leave it open and have the people that know about it keep checking on it to see if it gets covered up.
Okay.
Because the only way that trap's going to work is if they cover it and then do something to knock the floor out from under somebody that's on it.
Okay.
And you could disguise it with grass and have it look completely natural, but have TNT or something under it and lead somebody out there. And like, as they're following behind you, you flip the lever and the ground blows up behind you and they fall down in the hole.
Right.
So if it gets covered, we'll know somebody's messing with it.
Paige did say that it popped her totem. When I flung myself down there with a totem in my hand, it did no damage. So it feels like there's a very specific audience for it.
Or it just wasn't a well-made trap.
See,
Yeah.
and that's
Maybe you're just built different.
well, that's kind of one of the footprints of some of the other traps. Is the one in the kitchen just didn't quite work, and this hole doesn't seem quite fully baked. And
Can I add my opinion?
of course,
Add my opinion. With the whole trap not being finished, the kitchen trap not working how it seemed to have meant to, it feels like we're getting lured into a false sense of security where we'll get complacent because their traps don't work.
I kind of do agree with that with the Vincent happening with end crystals, when apparently end crystals straighten the science.
They don't hurt crystallians.
I could see that.
I think it also might be the opposite of that, and they're just trying to give everybody like a false, almost like a false fear.
Keep everyone scared.
Trying to fearmonger.
Yeah.
I will
Or it's
say that.
haste.
What?
Or it's
Yeah.
haste. They're trying to do it so quickly that they're not doing it correctly.
Possible.
I could see that as well. I will say that there has been traps that are very proficiently made. The fungal village did explode and very much could have hurt somebody. The picnic area, to somebody a little less vigilant, could have absolutely hurt somebody. There's been sort of an amalgamation of both types.
Yeah. I feel like with like Fungal Village one, those are ones just kind of designed to catch somebody not paying attention. Because like the pressure plates were extremely obvious in the middle of the ground, but all it takes is you stumbling slightly and stepping on one, and then you step on two more trying to run away from it, and then it's all exploding everywhere.
Yeah. Well, in the picnic area, like, I'm one of the only people I know that just loves to push a button. I don't really think anybody else, had they seen just a button out in the middle of nowhere, would have pressed it. And then it
Clearly, I will.
It did very much have a lead up. You could hear it winding up. It sounds like a creeper. And had Ollie not been more aware of that and told me to get out of the way, it might not have necessarily killed me, but it definitely would have inflicted damage.
That it would have.
I think the biggest thing we can do is remain vigilant.
Yeah.
I
Keep your
agree.
eyes open.
That is part of why the Goblin Apprehension Act has been put into place. If at any time there are any suspicions whatsoever, please tell me. We will act as quickly as we can. I want you to also be very sure of what you're accusing people of, though. Because if we go pointing fingers willy-nilly and end up hurting those that we genuinely do love and care for, that are not parading as something that they're not, it will backfire on us. And there's clauses within that Apprehension Act that ensure that safety. At any time, an accused person can call for a trial of combat with their accuser, and if their accuser backs down, the accused will be seen as innocent, and if the accuser agrees to the trial of combat, the winning of the goblin or the accused goblin also determines them innocent. So, be very, very sure when you bring this information to me, but please bring it to me once you are.
Sounds good to me.
Mm-hmm.
Ditto.
Yeah, I don't want people just pointing fingers, but I want everyone to know that I'm doing my best to put things in place to keep us safe.
I think you've done a pretty good job of that.
Thank you. I'm definitely doing my best.
That's all we can ask for.
Yeah.
Just everybody to do their best.
Okay, great. Is there anything else that anybody would like to present or bring forward?
This is the part of the meeting where I get put on the spot and I try to remember everything that I know. And if it's that time to tell it, or
Think,
that.
think.
Well, you're okay to bring me any information if you remember it later on as well. I just want everyone to know that the floor is open for them to speak if they would like an audience.
Has anyone seen Lucette in a while?
I have not.
I've been.
I haven't seen her for a while, but I know she's also been working on a project like kind of far away.
The peer thing?
Yeah. And like there's progress being made out there, so like I think
So
she's
she's okay?
around. I think.
And what
I
about
haven't
Amelia?
seen her personally.
I haven't seen Amelia lately.
Let's see.
The Flame
don't think-
Festival was the last time that we saw Amelia, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just trying to recount of people that I haven't talked to or seen in a minute that
That's understandable.
are not usually quiet.
That's fair.
That's understandable. I'm trying to recount people that I've talked to within the past couple of days, with there being a recurring theme of people going missing. That worries me. I know that I've seen Paige and Charity,
Mhm.
the court here, obviously. I haven't seen Kyanite in a minute.
I actually seen her recently.
Okay.
Hmm.
We seen Atticus a couple days ago.
Yes, I also know that Atticus has wounds that he is potentially attending to. I know that Paige tried to fix them up, and he was told to come to you. So.
Actually, guess technically last night I seen Atticus. Last night, me and Belle did.
Mm-hmm.
He's good.
I was told about his injuries, and I
Mhm.
had been trying to coordinate a time with Paige to come and see him. That
Okay.
worked, but I had been providing her with things to help him.
Okay.
If he was told to come and see me and didn't, that tells me a lot more than
Mm-hmm.
me
He's
just
a-
being unavailable.
He's a very proud person. He didn't really want to let Paige help him either.
I have other thoughts, but
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think that's mostly everybody accounted for that we've talked about, gone over. If somebody could continue to potentially check on Lucette's peer and then keep an eye out for Amelia.
or speak to Fiori at the very least.
Mhm.
She'd be the best bet for Amelia.
How are...
I need to talk to her anyways.
Yeah, that's what I
could
was
ask
going to
her.
ask her. How are your relations with Fiori going? I know that she's more trusting of other Wolfkins right now.
Yeah. It's been a few days since I checked on her. Like we were with her yesterday searching for Zach, but I didn't really like ask her how she's doing or anything. She seemed in higher spirits, but
Right. It might be
I don't know.
worth just being a friend, being there. Okay. If nobody else has anything that they want to speak to the entire court about.
Oh. Oh wait.
There it is.
No. Well, I remembered. You know about the Zach stuff.
Vaguely.
Right.
Yes.
So, the other day wasn't its first appearance. It made an appearance on Monday, and it said something along the lines of, like, time is running out. He'll be dead soon, or something like that. So it was like a one sentence threat, and then it left.
Interesting. I know that while we were kind of spectating the conversation happening during the meeting with Lorinthia and Rexaris, that it was threatening, but it really only seemed interested in threatening Zach personally. And I had offered Arlo, if they had needed backup, that we would be willing to come in and provide that, because Rexaris and Ollie were right there with me. And at that time, it had stated something along the lines of a bigger search party equals like a longer search in general. Like it was
Bigger party
antagonizing.
equals bigger search.
Yeah. I'm curious. I could potentially write something to Chris Stark or have a meeting with them and relay the information that I have. I know that we're working on getting everyone together for a realm-wide meeting, if you guys would be available for such a thing soon. That might be worth bringing up then.
Yeah.
I would like that.
Okay. Oh. I feel like I've word vomited just about everything that I've been holding on to. Okay.
It's good to do sometimes.
Yeah. Those of you that are not wanting to speak with me more privately are welcome to go about your business, and those that are wanting to speak with me privately, I will hang out. You guys are welcome to pull me anywhere you need to if you want to, or just hang back and talk here or whatever.
I also have
Okay. Thank you. Do you guys want to maybe go up to my room? Okay.
Ah! Ah!
Do I have any mail? No.
I haven't had any mail in so long, and it's starting to stress me out.
I don't think the mail system's working.
I don't know. It's definitely glitchy, and I know that I haven't been staying here,
like a thingy.
but
Do I have to leave?
1, 2, 3.
You hesitated.
If you don't mind, you can wait outside.
Oh my
My
god.
apologies.
Secrets with this Shriekling? I swear to fuck.
1, 2, 3.
You said the thing out loud. He could just join if he wants to.
Yeah,
Well,
but
he could like listen in if you want him to.
I will say that he is also very, very privy to all of my suspicions, and a lot of my suspicions are Atticus related. So I don't know how many secrets we have that he's not already privy to.
Well, the main topic of discussion, I couldn't remember for the life of me if I told you, but I went on an expedition in the deeper dark with a good group of people, and I have found what I believe to be is my heart.
Okay.
Ophelia is currently holding on to it.
Okay.
I totally didn't tell her already.
It's okay. Do you
I was gone, so it makes sense.
do you have steps planned? Or what does this mean for the way things operate and how you are and
That's a solid question that I'm still kind of trying to figure out.
okay.
I know Ophelia had a few ideas, but everything's kind of still a work in progress.
Okay.
But at the very least, I do know that this body will not be compatible.
That's understandable. And I will do whatever I can to support your choices in the matter.
Much appreciated. Another thing is I did talk with Atticus last night. Ollie was there.
Mhm.
He essentially claimed he has been bedridden for the last week or so.
Mhm.
At Willowbeak Manor. I talked with Paige to see if that's correct. She stated that he has been there the whole time. However, I am not entirely sure that Paige is a reputable source.
I agree.
Secondly, what's to stop him from just having ability potion and walking?
I agree. I think, first of all, Paige's loyalty to those that she considers worthy of it is commendable. However, that doesn't help us in this situation. I do think that she is the type to very much go down swinging for those that she cares about, and I know that by some grace of God that Atticus has made that list. And it worries me also for any action that we try to take against Atticus now that he is very, very involved with Helia and at large the Nether Court. Rexaris seemed receptive. However, I don't know if Helia were to make a big enough deal about it being a love story or what have you, that wouldn't come into play. I do think that Atticus's actions are very suspicious, and I will say that the explosion of Arlo's office was one of the closest coincidences that I've seen thus far.
May I speak freely?
Yes, of course.
It's 100% him. It's so him. I found out today that you in strongholds can find lingering potions. You don't have to get dragon's breath for them.
Mhm.
He lives in a stronghold. And even if he didn't get them from his stronghold, which by the way, I think we should investigate to see if we can find something, like search his stuff or something. There's no way. And on top of that, he doesn't like Endirians because of petty reasons, very, very petty reasons. So he's treated Jura like absolute poop. He doesn't like Vincent, so it just works in the sense of, oh, well, he knows that Jura was arrested for espionage. Why not use the same documents that she stole to pin it on her? The Money Fairy stuff is being pinned on Vincent. Why not frame him with the Money Fairy stuff? And that's why I don't think that he's coming to me, because of how close I am to Vincent in this situation. He had to be there. He had to be involved in the Nether's affairs and knows what's going on because he wants to keep tabs. Also, the attack on Helia's house could have been him, and it could have been a cover-up. He could have burned himself. And then the whole situation with Jura and him trying to find out information, that whole thing is just so weird on why he would get so involved with an Endirian citizen just to try and throw her under the bus later when, like he tried to make her look bad in your eyes from the start. And then when she did commit a crime, it made her look like there was already a prejudice against her. So, of course, stricter action was taken, which gave him perfect access to her and her stuff to be able to tamper with it. So he could have gotten, if she had the copy on her, or if she had it at her home, and you said you didn't find anything, right? Maybe he took it from her home.
Mhm.
If she did make copies, or it's just straight up taking it from the vault, because he's the only one in the nether or in the overworld court that could have access to that.
He did not have access to the secondary vault. That was another thing that I was skirting around bringing up with the majority of the court, is
Oh,
it would have been somebody sitting at that table with us that would have taken the originals.
minus Arlo?
Or including Arlo.
I mean, like, I know Arlo had that waystone, and he wasn't at the table with us.
Yeah, no, Okay, so the timing of the explosion was right after Arlo retired. Ollie and I had just swept the entirety of the castle. We've been doing it every single time that I wake up to ensure my own personal safety. Excuse me. And the time frame that that trap would have had to have worked in to have been successfully laid and detonated, I guess, would have been so minuscule. But in that time frame, Atticus did wake up. It's a global thing. We see it. I know that we're not necessarily like in a position to use that as strict evidence, but it was weirdly coincidental. And I know that when Atticus hid Paige's stuff that was apprehended from her mother's office, he hid it down in the knight's quarters, which means he would have already been in the area. It wouldn't have taken him very long to have traveled up those stairs, placed that trap. Arlo walks through the door, sets off whatever trap is set there, and blows himself sky high. It also could have been Arlo. There is quite a few people that are suspect of Arlo, too.
Ugh.
At the end of the day, how I see it is, in reality, Arlo is trustworthy. He has done more than enough, at least in my eyes,
I agree.
to show that. When it comes to who took the contracts, I mean, who all had the Waystone? It was me, is it us three?
We had our last meeting there. It would have been everyone at the table tonight. And
Not Naomi, though.
I think Naomi had it too. Well, no, she wasn't at the last meeting.
She wasn't at the last meeting.
I do think she has the Waystone, though.
Or
However,
at least had it.
Was she the one that moved the stuff over in the first place?
I moved most of it. She did help, though.
Oh.
Okay, so she okay.
I've known Naomi my whole life, though. I've known Arlo a decent amount of time. The only people that I haven't known as long would have been Ollie and Kali.
Well, something tells me it's probably not Ollie.
No. With his Wolfkin soulbind, or whatever it is that they call it, being attached to me and him being willing to risk his entire life to ensure my own. Yeah. I don't think that that's motivation for him, which leaves Kali. She doesn't live close to the kingdom. She's not around a lot. She's not close to any of us except for Naomi. Naomi's fairly quiet as is.
I only have ever seen Kali around for
events and stuff. And the way that she runs Radiant Craft, it's almost like money laundering. I'm sorry, but like, she's sitting on a gold mine.
Interesting. Definitely warrants investigation. I'm just not exactly sure how we go about investigating Kali without, like,
drawing suspicion.
Yeah.
I agree. I
Something to
do.
think about.
I agree. I do think that if we don't apprehend Atticus, Rexaris and Larinthia definitely will. Because after Helia went missing, he was found breaking nether laws by trespassing into the fortress. I don't necessarily want to leave the burden up to them, but I do think that there is more than enough reasonable doubt to be provided that he is suspicious at the very least. And then I've only been really considering Kali recently since the contracts went missing. Because Jura wouldn't have had the originals. She would have had copies. It wouldn't have accounted for the originals being there one day and not being there the next.
Hmm.
I don't like this.
Neither do I, but just stay vigilant would be my only thing. In terms of investigating Atticus,
Right.
there's really not a lot I can do. I mean, I questioned him, I questioned Paige, who seemed to be the only one with him, and both are
I mean,
saying the same thing. But
I can see if his burns are self-inflicted.
you definitely give it a shot if he'll let you, though.
Mm-hmm. I also don't know that I love the idea of you being alone with him.
Oh, I can always throw in an invisibility.
Okay.
You make gurgles.
Okay, so it might not be me, but it should be someone.
I guess on that topic,
or we, as he is a knight, you can definitely order a court mandated
physical checkup.
checkup.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna intervene and say that it is time for us to start considering getting somebody capable of invisibility potions and being quiet and garnering information without drawing suspicion.
I know she said no before, but I would be willing to ask Lucette again.
What about Charity?
Flower spirits
you
do
know
have
her.
the ability to go invisible naturally.
She is interested in being on the court as a knight. This would put her in intelligence rather than physical.
That's very true.
I feel like she was more gunning for physical. She's
I worry about her.
I do too. She just messaged me saying that she wants someone to talk to, so I don't know if she's okay, but she's a bit of a yapper that I worry if she can be quiet and stealthy.
That's fair. I know that my concern is sort of with she's clumsy.
Very.
I've taken a stray hit or two of just from her accidentally trying to put her weapon away, or nothing that like caused any real damage, but it definitely has happened, and I don't want her to get into a position where she's in over her head because of her ambition. I would rather see her in a place where we can provide her with flowers or potions or protection if needed, and she can kind of hang around more loosely, just taking information in, potentially. But that's, again, I'm not going to force anybody to do anything. It would have to be completely well, not her idea, but accepted by her before I would enact anything mandated by me.
feel like it would be her reporting to you and only to you.
Well, at least the three of us in this room. I know she trusts you more than she probably trusts me or Bellfire.
I can always be the middleman. I don't mind. In the regards of bridging that gap. If she is to be spy master, though, I don't want there to be more ears on the information than those necessary.
Yeah.
I'm
I
not
also
saying that I shouldn't be privy to it, but
yeah. I also don't want it to be a position where I think that anybody is forced to participate. It would be a situation where if there's desire there or collaborative effort or whatever, and I agree, more ears is more ears, for sure. If she's comfortable with working with me alone, that's perfectly acceptable. I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable. Is that one of the bracelets Skylar was talking about?
yes, you should get one.
Yeah.
They're very nice.
They're cute. They're a lot cuter than just packing around this big honking thing. Ooh.
Try it on if you want.
Look at that. I don't look like a crazy person with my arms in the air. I'm gonna have to contact them.
This is the more fitted one. There is a loose fitting one, and I think there's an armband as well. I think it goes like higher up on your arm.
And it works the same way. Cool.
The totem itself is like, I think, imbued or embedded into the jewelry. So
Oh, very fancy.
And it's a one-time payment too. You just pay once, and then you can, if it should be activated, you can replace it yourself.
Oh, very cool. I'm gonna have to contact them about that. With that final bit of information being passed around, is there anything else I should be aware of?
Not in my knowledge.
Okay. Is it okay if I ask Ollie if he would like to come in and see if there's anything he would like to share?
Sure. Also, the stuff that I said tonight, just now, was the stuff that I was going to tell you, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where's that?
My hunches.
Ollie!
He needs the password.
Oh,
maybe.
No.
I got it.
See, no? See? Oh, okay.
My
never mind.
God.
You guys made me sit outside while you talked about the fluff that happened yesterday or something. I'm gonna lose it.
No, it was mostly concerns about Atticus, and I did not allude to who all had the information. So, there was also some personal things going on with Belle and Ophelia, so.
Was it his thumper? Lanoira tells me everything, guys.
Did you just call my heart my thumper?
Mine thumps. Does yours thump?
Not right now, it doesn't.
Guess it. Well, you don't hear it, but it does.
Poor
guess
broken-hearted boy. We gotta fix your heart.
She's working on it.
I'm working on it.
You got
And it
this.
does thump. It's eerie.
Is there
Can you
any
feel it?
information that you have, Ollie, that is more privy to a smaller audience that you would like to share with the class?
So true.
I don't know.
Okay.
I know that Paige mentioned that a lot of her friends are very suspicious of Arlo for things.
Yes, that was brought up very
And-
briefly.
And that you mentioned, Naomi mentioned that Elia was suspicious of me.
Are you suspicious, Ollie?
I don't think so. I think I'm just Ollie.
You might be suspicious. I don't know.
That's so strong coming from you, man. This guy.
Oh.
Yeah, that's really all I can think about.
Yeah.
We should probably get these two the waystone for the vault.
Yes.
I would like to have it.
If somebody would like to pick me up, and if somebody would like to pick Ollie up, we will take you down.
Unhand me, criminal.
I was told to pick you up. I'm also not a criminal.
There's also a logbook in here now,
Yes.
Okay.
but as you can see under oaths and contracts, those two top slots are empty.
What was
They
in this
were
top
in-
slot?
That is also a good question. I'm not entirely sure on that one.
Your oath is there.
Sorceress. Oliver's.
It's a copy.
Well, that's your knight.
Verdant.
Oh.
Arlo's. Verdant
Yeah.
Knight.
And I know for a fact that Bale's contract was there day before yesterday.
Mhm.
And I know that the original copy of mine was there like a week ago because I'm the one that organized all these bookshelves. Oh, I also want to show you two something.
Oh, interesting.
Third secret meeting room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
We don't-
More meeting.
Naomi showed it to me. I don't know why it's here.
That's so funny.
There's also a lot of space on the other side of the walls,
Mhm.
which is good because that means we could line the vault with obsidian.
Yep, that is true.
Keep banshees and voidlings out of it.
I know someone who can get it from, so.
I got 10 stacks.
Okay, that should be. Well,
No.
that's not enough.
I'll see how far it stretches, and if we need more, we'll get more.
Definitely will need more.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm getting a little bit sleepy. So
That's fine.
or
I'm gonna go check on Charity. She says she's down by the waystone.
okay.
and we can talk after.
I can.
Or you can come with.
I'll let you have your private. I'm going between Razorcon and my tower. I'm moving a lot of stuff over. Just missing me whenever you're good.
Okay. Good night.
Good night.
Good morrow.
Are you going somewhere?
I'm going to the
You could
bubble.
You okay?
I need to go and actually mail these.
Okay. Could I possibly have that book back about the meeting notes?
Yeah. If you give me just one
That way I-
second.
That way I can reference it to write up something for Arlo since he was not present. Assuming that the blast didn't entirely ruin his day. What is it that you're mailing?
But copies of these books.
Oh, to the Nether and End?
Yeah.
Very nice. Oh, okay, bye. Lying person.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. I'm going back to the bubble to retire.
Okay. Not for a second.
Okay. Is there anything else that you need beforehand?
No, not that I can think of. Just to check on you and make sure that you're doing okay mentally and stuff.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Fine. Do you want to do a kitchen day tomorrow?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, up to you.
Yeah, I think that would be time well spent.
Okay. I will be there.
Okay.
Okay, have a good rest.
Thank you, Ollie.